Hey, there it is. All right. Hello, fellow avian artists and viewers of avian art. We've got the first round of musical chairs for the Mockingbirds group today. We got Purdy Wong, Jjo, PH, and Telethar playing some True Pot Hunt. Should be getting underway pretty soon here. For anyone who does not know how this works, all four runners are racing the same seed of True Pot Hunt, and the last person to finish will be eliminated from this round. And there will be another round with the three remaining players for a different mode, and continue so on and so forth until only one runner in the group remains. So it looks like we're getting underway here. Everyone's starting with Link's house. Makes sense. And instantly, we have a diversion. Bear with me as I try to watch four screens at the same time here. So we got an early hookshot cave here, which is interesting. A lot of pots in here, but they can be tough to get, especially on 3 hearts, because you have to do a lot of creative bonking. Alright, it looks like Sanctuaries at the Uncle drop down, which is nice because there's a lot of pots in the back here. You can get 9 from the chest room, 4 more up top. Jjo hitting up the arrow game. This is a pretty nice find early in True Pot Hunt. You never know when you're going to run into a 500 rupee hook shot or something in a shop, so having a healthy supply of money is pretty useful. PH over here just hovering hookshot cave like it's no thing. Picking up a couple extra Triforce pieces. Pretty good hovers, I gotta say. Oh, accidentally... Oh, manages to pick up the pot and throw it at the berry, so it doesn't get in the way of this last hover. Very nicely done. Nothing super valuable in there, but picks up a couple extra Triforce pieces. Jjo in Kakariko here. Telethar finding Thieves Town. This is a good one. There's a lot of checks, even without any keys. There's something like 25-ish checks you can do in the front rooms here. If you remember where they all are. And if you don't get constantly wrecked by the Zazax. So PH heading over to the eastern area, Jjo continuing to check Kakariko. Finding some Hyrule Castle entrances. So far, nobody coming up with anything too exciting, although JoJo did pick up flippers. I didn't catch where those were. Alright, Pretty Wong making their way into Thieves Town here as well. So far, Thieves Town doesn't look like it's yielded anything too interesting either. Which is a little surprising. In my experience, Thieves Town usually has some pretty decent stuff. Still got a couple checks left here. Joe doing another cash restock. In a little bit of trouble with the arrow game. Yeah, other than a couple Triforce pieces, Front of Thieves Town fairly disappointing for the amount of time that you spend in there to get everything. We just got some of the runners retracing each other's steps.
I can't have you be here alone, man. With four people, nah, we'll
It
get
is a
this.
little hard to keep track of, but you know.
We'll get this. We'll get this. Okay, so it looks like we got JJ with flippers. Any idea where he might have got them from?
Somewhere in Kakariko. JJ's the only one who has been to Kakariko so far. Everyone else has opted to do other things.
Bunch of cack skippers. Huh?
Yeah.
Naturally.
Thieves Town. We found Thieves Town on. I think JJ's the only one who hasn't been to Thieves Town yet, but will be shortly here. With basically nothing in it other than a few triangles, so nothing too crazy yet.
Looks like we've all found a TR big key as well.
Yes. That was in the back of Escape, which is at the Uncle drop down.
See, we almost had a treat for chat tonight. Cause, if one of the runners ended up having time, because it was a short notice decision, we may have had a truest pot hunt, which would have been probably nuts.
Four-way truest pot hunt would have been something else for sure.
Oh yeah, we could have been here for hours. Cause I mean, you gotta basically full clear everything for that.
Okay, pretty well finding the back of Skull Woods here. We do have a small key, so you can get a decent number of chests in here. Oh, and a sword is very nice. Always a sword in Skullwoods in this
Very
mode.
nice to get one early too. Like I've seen runs go for practically the whole thing, and they were lucky to find a hammer.
I have beaten True Pot Hunt Seeds without a sword, so it's definitely possible.
That can be brutal. But, yeah, getting this early skull, especially having a key to being able to get all these pots, that's very nice.
Yep. Little bomb refill there too. It's actually pretty nice because he was running low.
And when you don't have hardly anything to defend yourself with, it's good to find at least some bombs.
For sure. And we've got 2 more in here that we can grab. Actually, I mean, I guess we can keep going. Yeah, if we do the bomb jump. This is
Not gonna be a fun place to do it,
it's a little
especially.
time consuming. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know that I would make this decision. This doesn't seem worth it for the time invested, but I mean, okay, yeah. You can theoretically get a couple more pots there if you wanted to continue in the back and use the lamp to light the torches.
I guess that would be a good plan if you can get it pulled off quickly, and then you just never have to go back.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
Alright, again at the ferry drop down, so we'll never be coming back here.
Cool. So I've got Telefar going into Cax. We might see where those flippers were. Oh, there we are. They're just right there. Not even. Well, don't have the money.
There is the arrow game is somewhere in Kakariko here, as JJo showed us earlier, so they will be able to farm up that cash pretty quickly.
Well, that's really convenient placement, honestly. It's a good discount on those flippers. That's over 50% off. Telefar didn't pick up Triangle up. Probably would have to have the flippers on the mind for picking those up. That's too big to leave that there this early.
So we got front of Hyrule Castle here. This JJo did not go in here to check these pots.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll be getting some new information then.
Oh, and Pretty Wong finding a flute in the 10-pot thief cave, which I believe this was Lumberjack? Oh no, Bonk Rocks, okay.
That flute's actually going to be really nice, like, for getting around right now, while we're still trying to figure out all our connectors.
Activate it when you hit Kakariko. Pretty Wong is the only one hitting Kakariko from the north, so they get the benefit of being able to activate it while they're there.
JJo's not going to... May not be going into the back unless they're just trying to get there faster. Oh, okay, yeah, they are going to go back.
Pretty Wong finding desert with a glove in it. French vanilla desert here.
Wow.
Finding a glove this early in a pot hunt seed is also extremely nice. And a hook shot? Wow. Okay,
Man,
well, North Light World was the answer.
Yeah, we've got like everything now.
Yeah, you can clear the seed with every. I mean, maybe a moon pearl, but
just get rid of the moon pearl. Just cover it up with a black square. Don't worry about it. See, I think for our next tracker, we should just make the actual big screen the Moon Pearl tracker, and maybe put the game in a corner somewhere, maybe with a name or something.
Yeah, JJo using
that's what really matters.
Ether medallion to take care of the Gibdos a little bit faster. Pretty Wong did not have that, unfortunately.
Where'd he snag that ether at?
It's in Kakariko. It's in one of the shops.
Oh man, I just missed it. Some of those shops, like, depending on the prices, that stuff goes quick when they find it.
Yeah. It wasn't super expensive. It was like 75-ish, I think.
That's a deal for an item like that.
Yeah. Alright, well, let's see if JJo gets paid off in the back of Skullwiz here with either of these pots. Couple pieces. Not bad. We'll take it.
Certainly worse things that could have been found.
Pretty Wong hitting a treasure trove of triangles in desert here. $55 for ether. Okay, even cheaper. Plus, we get to check these desert connectors now. If we want. I don't know if they'll opt to do that or not yet. Oh, Telethar found a hammer somewhere. I don't know where that came from. That must have been in the
I don't.
castle.
It has to have been like maybe the guard, because they. I don't think they had it before they went to the back.
No, definitely not. It must have been in one of the pots in the castle. So,
Yeah.
it's a shame that J. Joe ended up not checking that. Oh, Birdie Wong spending a key on the right side of desert.
Oh, I guess could be worthwhile, or it could be
I
a
don't.
nice rod.
I don't think an ice rod's worth it, but okay. So they're
It's
gonna death
wild.
warp here.
Yeah. Wild, we've gotten two of these like a lot higher value dungeons early for True Pot Hunt.
Yeah,
Because I mean,
yeah. Finding front
sometimes
of
like
desert super
that and
early is very
Skull
nice.
just is nuts. Like being able to
Yeah.
like actually look around and do anything in Skull.
All right. PH gonna hover over to this Triforce piece.
Come on, read the hint tile.
We got the Cackwell and the Lumberjack drop down. That's always a bummer.
What'd that say? Misery Mire leads to Misery Mire.
I didn't quite catch it. It said Misery Mire something. But pretty long finding Paradox Cave. Telthar is in Turtle Rock now. Oh, and PH finding Laser Ridge. This is in the Dark World, though. Which I'm not entirely sure how PH got to the Dark World, but I'm sure we'll find out. Very nice bomb jump to the big chest there.
Hardly ever remember this particular room in TR. Because I mean, why do you go? Why would you go? Oh wow,
But
a
that's
mirror.
exactly why you would go there. Wow, the mirror is super
Oh
nice to find this
man.
early. That's wild. Telthar's once Telthar gets to desert, they're gonna be in good shape. I'm not entirely sure where this particular TR entrance was. I didn't quite see where they came in here from.
I didn't catch it. They definitely had to come in from different places, though, as far as I can tell. Because I think one of them is like not in the Dark World.
Yeah, no, I think Telthar's is in the light world. PH having a rough time with this
4 Heart Laser Bridge is
laser
no
bridge.
joke. Oh, Pretty Wong finding a shovel.
Oh, it was through through one of these spec rock connectors is where he got the Dark World from. Got it.
This is a surprisingly like friendly amount of items that they are getting very early. Like this seed's going to be just wide open depending on the keys
Yeah.
they find.
For 17 minutes in, it's kind of crazy to have this much equipment already.
Oh, our mushroom.
Oh, good. Also, it looks like J-Jo picked up a glove. I don't think that was the glove from Desert, because he doesn't have the hook shot, so it seems like both our gloves are pretty easily accessible. PH finding a mountain connector here. If he had the hook shot, this would be even better, because he could get over to the left side of the mountain. Pretty Wong does have the hook shot. And is also over here, so that will be pretty good for them. That's a huge chunk of entrances to check.
So we got JoJo and Telefire grabbing whatever this key was. I missed it the first time, so I'll catch it this time.
GT. I mean,
GT.
that can be pretty useful in this mode.
Yeah, I think we've seen at least two so far, because there was the one in the TR Big Chest.
Especially knowing that hammer and hookshot are both easily accessible right now. That's basically all of left side you can do if you get a couple keys.
Yeah, and that is a lot of checks.
So JoJo gonna get these checks. I don't know if they're gonna do the bomb jump to get over to the big chests and back to Crystal Roller Room, because it's not technically in logic with the items that he has at the moment. Right?
I don't think
No,
it
it
is.
wouldn't be.
And I don't think this
I guess you can just
version
do
of
it
the
this way.
logic worries about that jump, because I recall some version of the logic actually like allowing that particular rail clip for some reason.
It's possible. It's hard to keep track.
And so there's a little bit different rules for doors, but I thought they were like it was mostly the dark room navigation, and they didn't require that even with advanced placement. Looks like we are going to get that bomb jump though.
Oh, it just misses it. Oh, PH finding Hera. This is good, but also unfortunate. So it's in the Dark World. And without a Moon Pearl, you can't get out of the cage there unless you have the mirror to get Super Bunny state. So when Telethar stumbles on that, that'll actually be very nice.
And Telefar also did find a glove. It's in the well, or
Okay,
the
so that's
Uncle. What I forget the name of it.
that's where the other one was. Telethar
Yeah.
is going to want to find that hook shot before going to Hera, though, because you want to be able to get up top. All right, JoJo is heading towards the back, so they will pick up a hammer. Pretty Wong also getting it the easy way, because they can just hook shot to the big chest. Assuming JoJo remembers that those pots are over there. Oh no!
Oh, J.
The
Joe.
roller!
Felt that
I
might
don't
have
think
been a
he's...
little bit of muscle memory going wrong there.
Yeah. Telethar getting that hook shot. So Telethar's got a hammer, a hook shot, and 2 GT smalls, so you want to see that GT entrance immediately now.
Yeah, like I'm blown away at how friendly the items have been so far. Eastern Big.
Eastern Big's pretty nice if we can find a small key. We do have a small key, actually, so... Well, some of them do. Telethar does. Because the big plus the small key will give you access to the upstairs, which has a bunch of pots.
Curious if Telethar will end up spending a key to go right here.
It does not look like JoJo made the play into that bonus room in TR with the mirror.
That's too bad. Like that. When do you go
Yeah.
back to that?
Never, but that's the unfortunate thing is if you don't know that those pots are there, you're never going to go into that room in the first place.
And all the locations of the pots are like I'm learning a new one almost every time I watch a seed. Like I think I've got them all down, and I see at least one more room I didn't know about. Like it's been really interesting to see a lot of these runners have to change their play styles just to accommodate this mode because of just how different the value of these rooms changes.
Oh, maybe JJ was heading back. Maybe they remember that they left these back here. Okay, good. So that'll be a mirror. PH up here in Skull Woods now. Looks like Bunny walked to Skull Woods, death warped.
Yeah, everyone except PH has the mirror so far. So
Yeah, PH unfortunately a little behind early on both Triforce count and important item pickups. I think mostly due. I guess they just didn't. I forget where that entrance to Desert was. But yeah, they just opted not to do Hyrule Castle either, unfortunately.
it can be a weird call to make if you don't have keys, because like I mean the odds of getting like anything down here, you've got like what two checks in the back and then a couple pots.
Yeah, it's with no keys. I think you get like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 10, 11, 12. I think you get like 14 or so checks in the front of Hyrule Castle if you have 0 keys. So Telethar finding the floating island. So getting some mountain checks here with the mirror, which is very nice. But PH is going to get a nice chunk of stuff in Skull Woods here.
And unless I'm mistaken, I don't think any of the other runners have been on this side of Skull yet.
No, I mean, nobody has Moon Pearl, and PH is the only one who has decided to do some bunny walking, so they are getting first dibs here. Okay, so Hammer was in Dark Cross. Which is available, but without any keys.
I think it's the second or third 300 rupee piece that Telfar's found now.
Yeah, Telethar's in a pretty good spot right now, because they'll be able to hookshot over to the left side of Death Mountain and hit up a bunch of entrances that no one else has been able to do yet.
Meyer key.
PH continuing with the bunny walking strategy. It's just unfortunately that they don't have that mirror, because this would be a pretty good strategy if they had that mirror and could set up Super Bunny every time they entered a door.
Yeah, absolutely. That was I'm trying to remember. There was a particular set of seeds I saw where that really paid off like big time because the pearl was like it just wasn't existent at all, and they had a fairly early mirror.
Ooh, Ice Palace. We got a Bombos. Unfortunately, no sword to activate it on PH's side. Also, with 0 small keys, Ice Palace is a little not great, but good to note where it is at least. Because once you get, I think, 3 small keys will get you to the room that has the 16 pots.
Yeah, and like that room, like holy crap, it usually pays off really well.
Yes. Oh, Eastern. This is a nice one. Doesn't have a small key, doesn't have the big key, but you can still get something like 30-ish checks in here.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think in my head all the pots. There's a decent amount, even if you can't really advance forward.
Yep.
You never really think about how many pots there are in these dungeons
Oh,
until
and
like,
PH picking up a sword from Eastern here.
wow, okay. So we could potentially see someone with a master sword.
That'll also give it. I mean, if he finds an Ice Palace small key or 2 in here, he could potentially head back there and go into Ice.
Yeah, I could turn things around.
Getting these mountain checks on Telethar's side.
Ooh, powder. I don't know when that's really gonna help JJo any, but I like seeing the meme items.
Ooh, Telethar is finding a bow too.
Man, like we've gotten nearly every like major
Yeah,
like
no,
progression
like
item so early.
legit. Telethar can clear this. I guarantee you, Telethar can get. They might need a Moon Pearl, but in all likelihood, Telethar could easily get 213 with their current loadout. Mine's hut up here too. All right, JJo finding desert, getting that hook shot. JJo has mitts now too. See what Blind's hut's got. Some triangles. Got a pretty tight race between Telethar and Purdy Wong so far. Both of them sitting at 77, although Telethar picking up a few extras here in Blind's hut.
I did not even know you could hook shot the Triforce pieces.
I didn't either, actually.
Yeah, that was a little tidbit I learned today.
So that's most of the Death Mountain entrances here.
Like, I know I keep mentioning it, I'm just aghast at like how much like progression items we have found already. Like this is
Yeah, it's crazy. Like 30 minutes in, you have bow, hook shot, hammer, mirror, both gloves, flippers. And Telethar does not have a sword yet, to be fair, but I mean, who cares? You have hammer, right?
yeah. Like and even like keys, like we don't have a non-zero amount of keys. Like it's crazy.
Yeah, two Skull Woods keys is super nice to have in this mode once you get to Dark World and do Skull Woods. And the 3G, like I said, GT is the holy grail here. As soon as somebody finds GT,
Yeah, I'm really curious where it's going to end up.
Jeju also spending his small key on right side of desert, which I don't care for, but
He's got another one, so
I think Terra Basement has half magic. Or no, a little bit of magic, sorry, so that's worthless. Just like everything in this mode.
you don't want to know that there's 13 progression items in East Hyrule.
No.
These hints are great. Like everyone I've ever read is usually telling me something that I've already had to do in order to reach that hint tile.
So yeah, at this point, the real question is where is that moon pearl, and do we even need it? Yeah, go back in there, buy that shovel. That's right.
It's like Peony Wong found Hera.
Yep. So they were able to set up the Super Bunny and do this death warp. So they're gonna get a heck of a lot of pots because with hookshot they can just Hera pot up to the top.
I was curious what Peony Wong was doing, and then remembered that those two pots are in fact there.
Yep. All right, let's see what we got up top of Hera here. It looks like PH is done with his bunny walking odyssey, heading back into Kakariko. Hopefully we'll hit those Hyrule Castle entrances and desert entrances to pick up these items that he's missing.
Yeah, there's a lot of pieces of the puzzle missing there and going to keep him slowed down. Oh, another Ice Palace key.
I mean, that's pretty good. Once I think that's 2 for Pretty Wong. So once they find Ice Palace, if they start to do some bunny walking, well, actually, it's 2 enough. Hold on, let me think. So they don't have canes, so they can't go that way. So they'd have to go 1, 2. Yeah, so with 2 keys, you could actually get to the pot room. Oh, there's another bow.
Another bow. Wow.
PH. No, PH. Don't think they know about the pots in the room where the mirror is.
Well, that would be mighty unfortunate. Oh man. Telfar picking up that flute. Don't leave the boots sitting. Go back and get. Oh my goodness.
So this will be Pretty Wong's mitts as well.
That's one desert key for PH. I just scooped up.
I'm Trying to think of entrance-wise what else we have left that's not bunny walking, because I feel like Purdy Wong and Telethar have pretty much hit almost everything that they can at this point.
I think
I
we're
don't think either of
starting
them
to
has been
run
to the
out.
Ice Rod Cave area, so there's a couple.
Yeah, I haven't seen anyone go over there so far. I think the furthest they may have went is someone may have opened up where Mini Moleworm Cave would normally be, and that's just a guess. I definitely saw one person at the dam.
Oh, we got a vanilla magic bat check here. Yes. All right. No, PH, go in. Go to the back. Okay, we're gonna get some mire and desert entrance checks here.
Bombos to open that up, it looks like.
Zaha, that's one you're gonna want to try to
Purity Wong
super bunny
first to
into.
silvers. Imagine getting silvers in a true pot
I
hunt.
know, right?
Like, this is
First bottle.
amazing.
Let's set up the super bunny again because bonking makes you lose it.
Not the worst Saha's closet. You could have used that bomb. Go back, Telefire. Come on, man.
I don't think that's the round item he's looking for.
Oh, that's a fun place to put C-shaped house.
Eve's Town small, huh? Okay. Having one Thieves Town small's good, but you want the big key first.
Yeah, like... Yeah, Fairstown was not too bad either as far as value, really. There's a surprising amount of pots there.
There's PH picking up the hammer. So they just need to get into desert here. Ooh, this is a nice entrance. A rat hut. Big key too. Thieves Town. Well,
Thieves Town.
okay.
Well, there we go. Oh, wow, and a mail upgrade. Okay, game.
We're still missing quite a few dungeons. We haven't found Pod yet. We haven't found Mire. We haven't found Castle Tower. We haven't found GT.
We're starting to run out of places for where GT could be. Like, I'm kind of surprised we haven't stumbled upon it yet.
Yeah, it's probably in the Dark World somewhere that's not easily accessible at the moment, like the Pod area or something. Nice shop. Well, the seed has been kind enough with money, so sure, we'll spend 600 to pick up 3 pieces.
Man, that's amazing. PH having to do that death warp to get out of there and having the rats of all things, that's
I know.
not fun.
Only they have that mirror.
Yeah, I don't see them getting it unless they just go
No,
full
there's
around the
no
TR
way.
again for some reason.
Which is unfortunate. Oh, there's GT in the waterfall. All right. Well,
All right, here we
J-Joe
go.
is eating good here because this is going to be a lot of checks.
120. I didn't know it was that many.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, a good chunk of them are on the climb, which we can't get too far up to without the big key. But this is uh, this is still super nice to find this early
Man, it'd be wild to
with this much
stumble on.
access.
Yeah, it'd be wild to stumble upon that big key on the left side.
Oh yeah, I mean, listen, if you find it, you go up 100%.
Oh, absolutely. Like there is too much up there.
So yeah, this is Waterfall. This has been accessible for very early, actually. Just nobody's had the route to get up here. I think you spend the key there. Well, do you? 1, 2, 3. Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm trying. Maybe like they're thinking the same thing that they might find that big key, and they're trying to conserve their keys a bit and figure I'll just come back. It's 2 checks.
So here's the thing is right now with our current loadout, without the Cane of Samaria, you can't go right side anyway, so you don't really need a key for that. Going upstairs, yeah, without the big key, you don't need a small key anyway. So I kind of think I would have spent the key there and just said, whatever.
Yeah, because I mean, you're pretty much guaranteed to have to come back here at least once more anyway. Like, unless you're just super lucky.
And it's not a
So,
super difficult location to get back to. Fire Rod, it's pretty good.
apparently Wong found a sick kid, but no bottle. But we'll just rob his pots.
We are over halfway done on Purdy Wong's side and JJ's side. Still no Moon Pearl. Hopefully we can finish the seed without one.
We keep finding value like this. That very well may happen.
Yeah, I mean, at some point you just start bunny walking. Like once you get to once I get to like 130, 140, if I haven't been to Dark World yet, I'm just bunny walking over to Skull Woods and doing what I can in there and hoping you find another dungeon or so, because you're so close at that point.
Yeah, absolutely. Like, it's just getting comfortable doing some of those bunny strats. Like, they're not the worst thing in the world, but like, it takes a little bit of time to pick up how to do the mirror one to like go
Yeah,
inside.
I definitely struggle with that one. But like JoJo right now, if JoJo, well, I think I still want one more Ice Palace small, I think. But finding Ice Palace would be really good for them, which we know where it is. Um, Mire would actually you could do a pretty good amount in Mire if they found Mire.
Now, unless I'm mistaken, JoJo may have just gotten a desert big key.
That looked, I guess so. Yeah, it looks like it. I thought it was a small key, but I guess he also has the big key.
It may have happened earlier. I saw desert, and then that's the only thing I really noticed sticking out on the tracker now.
It does look like they have all 4 desert smalls. Alright, PH finally finding that hook shot. So, item-wise, PH is almost caught up. Unfortunately, they're just a little behind as far as everything else. due to taking so long to get that, and not having that mirror is also going to be tough. Although I don't think the mirror's necessarily locked anything super crazy yet. It's just a matter of making the routing a little bit nicer.
Yeah, just like something like this, especially where you don't have a pearl, having that mirror is just such a major convenience.
For sure.
Definitely wouldn't count PH out though. It's,
Oh no, there's still
I don't
plenty
know if you
left
caught
here.
that race. That ended with Mr. Ed and Obscure, and Mr. Ed managing to pull forward like
I did
right at
not
the
see
last
it, but
second.
I heard about it, and yeah, that sounds wild.
Zora gave us a castle tower key.
Only we had the castle tower entrance.
Ah, Sick Kid just has magic.
We also have a lot of swamp. I have 2 swamp smalls. That's not that many. We know where swamp is, but we haven't found the dam yet. But we do have every item we need to do things in swamp. If you found one more key gets you to the lobby. I think I like to have 4 swamp smalls before going in, because then you can go to the back.
Yeah, that makes sense because there's like a decent amount of pots back there in addition to the
There's a
chests.
lot in rooms that you never actually go in a normal run. Pretty Wong also finding GT here. Be able to pick up that fire rod. Yeah, actually, PH is making up some ground here. He's actually pulling up pretty close to Telethar, so
Yeah, I'm actually glad to see that. It's, I was kind of worried with how far behind everything was with all the progression items, but we are getting a lot of very dense locations early.
mm-hmm.
Yes, get your single rupee.
Free cash.
And Telfar having a much easier time with that laser bridge.
We're definitely getting to the point here where you're trying to figure out where to go next, because again, without the Moon Pearl, we've hit everything on the mountain, basically. We've done everything Kakariko, done Eastern area. I don't know if everyone's done South Shore stuff. I think, like I said, I think Ice Rod Cave area is still on the table, and like maybe like Agina's cave.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen anyone go in there.
Oh, we have our first chicken.
Oh my goodness, what a chicken. Have you seen the one where it turns into a book?
I've seen some, yeah, I've seen ones where, I don't know if it was a book, but it was some other item where I thought there was the item under the pot, and I was trying to pick it up, and it was the chicken.
Great. We've got to get that chicken counter added.
Has anyone gone and checked that shovel yet?
Oh, I haven't seen anyone go to Dig Spot, actually. I'm not 100% that anyone's gone as far as JoJo's gone east. Like, if anyone has, this is where they stopped because I went to the water.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna flute the 8? No.
Nope. Can go to this desert area. Actually, I don't know if these 2 entrances have been checked yet either, now that I'm thinking about it.
I don't believe they have. Because, like, the only time we've really seen desert is when someone's came out and checked Desert Ledge.
Oh no,
when the
there's
connectors
hookshot.
came out
Somebody
there.
did find Bumper Cave.
A pretty sparse first part of Bumper Cave, honestly. Oh, Spike Cave? Wow.
Not gonna bother. Actually, I don't even think we can do it.
Yeah, yeah, no, I don't think I've got enough hearts.
All right, Delthar has finally decided to do the bunny walk. So this is going to be pretty good for them, I think. Yep, that's one you're going to want to head back into.
Absolutely.
Heard you want to be able to actually use silvers on the ice armos, something you don't often see in this mode.
I'm still just amazed.
All right, PH is going to be the first one over to this ice rod area, looks like. Unless I forgot something, which is possible.
I don't think I've seen anyone go over here. And granted, there are 4 people to be watching.
Well, we'll see what we got. Fake ice rod cave. No, that's not going to do anything for us. Beds. No, that's not going to do anything for us. And a mystery connector.
Where in the world could this go?
Nowhere.
Wow.
Right, Delthar's setting up the new Harapot here.
Is it really that simple?
It's so easy.
Oh man. I'm gonna have to learn that. Like, I've been doing Philly pot. It's like was pretty consistent for me, but I mean, that just looked like 0 effort. You drop a
It's
bomb and walk
only
into it.
you have to do one single pixel lineup at the beginning, so you're not crunched for time on it at all. And you drop the bomb, and then you just go up over into the pot, and then bump up, just back up into the explosion, and it sets you exactly where you need to be.
Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna have to practice that one for sure.
All right, Deltar getting a pretty nice boost in Hera here. Going to be pretty close to overtaking Jjo for second place. Oh, Jjo finding a book, which is kind of gross. Cody, or not Cody, sorry. PH is about to find GT here. Luckily has all the items needed. Does also have, if I am reading that correctly, 5 GT smalls, so can actually do the firebar room, which I'm not sure if the other players did.
Yeah, no, I believe they came in with 4 at most. I'm actually kind of curious where PH picked up the other one.
Where is this Moon Pearl?
It's gone. Ped Chicken deleted it. Jjo getting that mail upgrade.
Yeah. I don't think we need, like, I would not be shocked to see Purdy Wong finish the siege without a Moon Pearl, because that, again, at 143, I'm really starting to think about just doing bunny walks to things. I don't know if they've actually found a decent Dark World connector yet, but once they do, just start doing Dark World entrances without Moon Pearl.
Yeah, for sure. Like, at this point, I'm curious if they may even dodge it if they do find it.
Yeah, I mean, because they still have the main part of Skull Woods, which they haven't checked, and that's like 70 checks or something like that. They don't know it, but they could also do Ice Palace, which is a bunch of checks. Speaking of Ice Palace, Telethar finding it and opting not to do it yet. I guess gonna check these couple entrances first before going in.
Possibly, but I mean, man, it's right there. Then again, this could also be the
I
big
guess if
key
you
or
find
small key.
Kane or something here, it makes it a little bit nicer. I have to imagine they'll be going in after this. Not going in. Wow, that's
I'm honestly surprised.
they have two small keys, which should be unless I'm forgetting something, right? Because you have the front door, which you have to open,
Yeah, I'm
and then you
trying to
have
think.
you have
Yeah,
one door in the moving hallway,
yeah, like
and then
there.
that's it. Then you can just go to double freezer room and go. Yeah, so two small keys should be enough. I don't understand not doing that.
Oh, I'm not sure. Like my key logic for that dungeon's not the best though, so. Yeah, no, just absolutely not even considering it, it seems.
Okay.
Yeah, well, they know where it is. They can always go back.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not even that bad of a place, really.
All right, well, this is going to be their first time at the GT too, so this is everyone has been GT'd at this point. It's like JJo is on the bunny walking train now as well. We'll see if they decide to go into Ice Palace once they get down there. JJo does only have one small key, it appears, so that's a little less enticing.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, PH has been giving us all kinds of little quick hovers. The
Yeah,
whole scene pretty much.
PH has been nailing his hovers this seed. I don't think he's dropped a single one of them.
I haven't seen one, unless there
Oh
was
no,
one early.
PH, this is not worth it. Don't do it. Don't
Oh
do
my
this.
goodness. Are we doing this?
I forgot that they didn't get either of the bows. This is not worth it for 3 checks.
No, absolutely not. I think at most it's two Triforce pieces. There is a big key behind this though.
I actually think there was an Ice Palace small back here. So, I mean, that's kind of worth it, but also...
It just stings knowing that there are two bows in the pool right now.
Alright, well, it's good that PH realized that using the sword is a lot faster than doing it with the boomerang.
I would have given mad props for the commitment to the boomerang though.
Okay, JJo is in Ice Palace here. Only one small key kind of stinks, but... you do what you can, I suppose. was a desert palace small that was back there.
Where'd I get the big key from then?
I'm not sure where
Gauntlet.
JoJo picked that up.
Another very lucrative ice palace for JJ, but he said he only had one key when he went in.
Oh, don't worry, Tank. They've all been spending their desert key. So I think they have access to all four desert smalls, but every single one of them spent it on the right side immediately. Their first one. So I'm sure you're very thrilled about that. But what if I told you one of those checks was the ice rod?
Immediately top value check right there. Where are you headed now, JJ?
Probably just gonna finish these Dark World entrances. Alright, pretty long going back into Thieves Town with that big key and a small key. So there's
Oh, I'm
can
getting
get
some
pretty
new
much.
information.
We can't go to the well, I guess you could go to, so you have to decide whether you want to go to the attic. No, you can't go to the attic. Just kidding. Because you have to spend the one key immediately here. But you can go to the basement and get everything in the basement. Alright, JoJo finding Eastern, gonna do this Death Warp. So JoJo does have the big key and a small key for Eastern, so they can go up top and get all the pots on the second floor. EH only deciding to pick up one of those Triforce pieces.
They were each 200, right?
Yeah, they were. It's got the money for him.
Yeah. Frugal shopper, maybe. Yeah, I can get this cheaper at my other cave store.
Alright, so Telethar kind of spiked ahead a little bit here. Now currently second place in Triforce count and not too far behind Pretty Wong.
Yeah, I was actually curious if we would be getting close to 175 before we hit the hour of how quickly they were going earlier. Not quite, but we're we're not far off.
Yeah, no, we're cruising here. Alright, no Moon Pearl in Thieves Town. And get this book check. Nobody's done. Oh well, no, they have other people have mirrored into Private
Yeah,
Desert.
and of course, PH not having that mirror is the only way to check this, unfortunately.
Doesn't need it. I'll get to see if there's anything exciting upstairs in Eastern here soon.
I totally missed Pretty Wong turned into mushroom.
Yeah, I think a few of them have dropped it off. All right, where are we going now? Back into TR.
Can't tell on their tracker. Okay, they do have a big key. Well, yeah, they opened that earlier. Let's see.
But if Pretty Wong wanted to, they could hover to Trinex right
Oh man.
now.
It's like a 40-second hover, isn't it?
It's not fun.
Yeah, I was just thinking how brutal that would be. For one check, too. Oh man. There's our chicken.
Pod small. Pod small. Be great if we knew where pod was.
We haven't seen Pod at all, not even a hint of it.
Nope. No pod, no Meyer yet. PH finally picking up that flute. Oh, that's where the Desert Palace Big was. It was in this 10 pod cave.
Okay, so they've had it for a while then. It's a Swamp Palace.
Alright, so PH has 4 Swamp Smalls now. So if the dam crops up, that's a pretty good option.
Yeah, I'm still surprised how many entrances we're missing, considering how much we've seen so far. Well, this is why I don't do cross keys. I can't keep track of this stuff.
Yeah, I mean, so nobody's been over to the pod area. Nobody's been to Dark Shopping Mall. There are... I'm trying to think what else we're missing.
Yeah, no,
Handful
you're
of other
right.
entrances, like Thieves Town, which you haven't been able to open.
Yeah, just so much being locked behind this pearl.
All right, TR and Desert are our red crystals. This is PH's first time up the mountain, actually, I think. So, I mean, this is good, but I don't think there was anything too crazy up here.
I don't think there was anything like major on the left side.
Pretty Wong is going to be heading up towards Skullwoods here soon, I think. So that's going to... And they have... If I can read their tracker correctly, 3 small keys, so they should be able to get everything in there. Which I think is going to put them pretty... I'm going to say that's probably going to put them at like 190-ish. Oh, JJ had an extra Thieves Town small. So I was able to get up to the attic here. Maybe this is where our moon pearl is.
Nope, we do get a Dorito, though.
Alright, PH finding that bow. Probably
That's
wish they had it.
Yeah.
For-
Oh, that's gotta be a little annoying after dealing with Ice Armos.
Elthar going for Spike Cave. I mean, there are 9 checks in here. 10 checks.
Oh, and they scooped up Burna somewhere, so not a problem.
Jank Tracker didn't bite the dust. It still exists. I think we just opted not to use it because that.
We're just not using it because we're doing good to even notice items at this rate. We didn't have anyone on backup for comms for Gilgamesh, and
Yeah, initially I was going to be the only one calming, and trying to calm plus track 4 people at the same time was just.
no, like I'm mean. I'm not that mean, and I wrote the tracker for that one, and I know how horrible it is. So we're not doing that to someone that's doing us a favor.
Oh, hey, Old Man Cave. I don't know if anyone's actually started here yet. I don't think so.
You're welcome to come on in if you want to chat with us, Tank. We're only 2/3 of the way through the race. It's fine.
Let's see where this old man exit takes us. That's not that useful. Oh, that moon pearl. Although I don't know if anyone's checked this bomb shop entrance yet.
Yeah, why not? Best time to join and do comms is about 2/3 of the way through the race.
Listen, they were chatting in the race room about potentially doing truest pot hunt for this.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, we almost had it.
I feel like you probably could have talked him into it if it wasn't for the fact that it would probably just take forever.
That was
Yeah,
the
it's
issue.
just-
Was one of them
yeah.
just didn't have the time.
Yeah, because they were totally down the cloud otherwise.
We get a Bombos tablet check here. This is exciting.
Nice small magic refill.
Pretty important.
Needed that.
I'm not
I
sure
like-
how much of a seed you've caught so far, but the amount of stuff that we had within the first 20 minutes is just insane. Like we had pretty much every like world exploration item we could want.
Hey,
Nice
mushroom was
pearl.
useful.
I'm struggling to think of what logically where that moon pearl could be at this point.
I don't know.
It's not important.
It's not. I was just a curiosity because I'm like they've checked. There's very few things that they haven't checked in logic at this point.
Would be nice to see Pod though. Like we're getting a lot of stuff to
Hello.
check it out.
Yeah, pod would be nice. I'm still surprised that Telethar didn't make that Ice Palace play.
We're gonna have to get these other runners doing a lot of catch up if they want to catch up to Purdy Wong though. Like we are dangerously close to 200.
Purdy Wong is in pretty good shape right now. Oh no, don't get handed.
Oh my gosh. So close.
fall and go back to the entrance of the room.
You're gonna give me a freaking heart attack.
Nice cape.
Yeah, unfortunately, has fallen back behind a little bit here. Gonna need to find something good to start catching up, I think.
Yeah. It's just unfortunately not having that mirror and some of those earlier routing choices just really have put PH behind.
Yeah. Is that a small Skullwood
Yeah,
small key in
there
there?
was. He was really confused for a second too, because it was like, "Oh, it's gone," and I didn't get a text box. What? Skullwood's paying out pretty heavy though.
Yeah, 196. Just, I mean, Purdy One's gonna be done once they go south here and find Ice Palace, basically.
JJ may be giving us some new information. I don't think anyone's been over here to see what this is.
Yeah, I think it was Telethar found a connector that brought you to Floating Island. So he was up here a little while ago.
Okay, yeah, I remember them finding the bar.
But
I
yeah,
wasn't
Pretty
sure if
Wong's
they
a
had checked
couple.
the TR.
Pretty Wong's a couple entrances away from being done here, I think, because they're gonna see the Chicken Hut. They'll probably do this, and then Ice Palace should be the next one that they hit.
I mean, on the plus side, at least this seed has been kind enough to at least give a mirror to some people.
Yeah,
I
the mirror
think-
was kind of in a gross spot. So the problem was that the mirror was in one of the bonus rooms in TR that you never go to normally.
And we've had a lot of these where we wind up having to find the moon pearl because the game just never gives you the mirror, so you can't do any of the cheese.
And here is Ice Palace.
Yeah, definitely going for that. It's like,
Yep.
oh, this is it. 2 keys ought to be
Only
enough.
need 19. No, sorry, my math is bad. 16 pieces. That should be easy to get in here. If you can hit your fire rod shots.
Yeah, Telfar actually found this earlier and just opted to not go in.
Yeah, they had
Yeah,
two keys. I don't get that, but
I
don't
saw
know,
that. At the time, Telethar only had bombos, and I wonder if that set him off from wanting to go in.
maybe. I still feel like, I mean, because you only need to use it twice, like in the first
Yeah.
room and then the double freezer room. Maybe just didn't want to do it without Kane. I don't know.
And I don't like going into Ice Palace without Kane, but also like your routing for True Pot Hunt is significantly different. Like you don't necessarily want to use Kane immediately. Sometimes you want to go up and do the drop down because those are
Right.
additional checks that you need to do. So like with or without Kane, you're gonna be going through this all the way. Good Armos fight. Not really necessary, but good
Actually
Armos
picks
fight.
up a crystal. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Will likely be the only player in this race to finish a dungeon, so there's that.
Yeah. Bosses don't exist. Come on, don't want to check the hint tile?
Ice Pal's being a little stingy so far.
Yeah, I was just
Yeah.
about to mention, like, we're really not getting a lot all of a sudden.
Where's all the stuff?
Meanwhile, we do have Telethar catching up.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Telfar's
especially being in Skull. It's a really good way to catch up real quick.
I'm just sad we haven't found the GT big key, so nobody did the climb.
I was really hoping it would just be sitting there on left side. Or even on torch or something silly.
Alright, 10 pieces away for Purdy Wong. We got another, I don't know, 20 or so checks left in here.
Yeah, this is the money room.
Yeah, this is the prize. Unfortunately, we just get a shield and a map.
There's no unfortunates about getting a shield.
Well, it's not mirror shield, so I mean, who
I
cares?
mean, all shields
Oh,
are
a
good
sword.
shields. They're
So
nice,
that's 3
swingy.
swords we know of in the pool now.
This room actually not paying out as nice as I would have
Yeah, I'd
hoped.
say that's only been 2
Nice
Triforce
Wow.
pieces so far. Might not actually finish in Ice Palace here, which is we got a couple more in Ice Tea here, and that's pretty much it. That's always frustrating when you finish a dungeon and you're like a couple pieces away, and you're like, all right, well, where do I go now?
We've got a little bit left, but like, there's a very real possibility we're going to end up 1 or 2 short.
Two
Too short.
pieces. Yeah.
I mean, you're just gonna head straight over to like K45 here, and
Did Wong check the race game already?
so I don't think so. I know it did have a Triforce piece, but
Yeah, like if that was something he had scouted, that's one more piece that could have went and got. But other than that,
like he's just gonna check already known entrance. I forget what this was.
Fight cave.
Oh,
sense.
okay. Yep, that's a
Yeah.
good call. Good shout.
Okay, so we got cape now. There's a bunch of pots. Like, this is pretty much a guarantee.
cape and half magic, easy spike cave. Nice heart. Nice refill.
There's one.
There
There's
it is.
There
two.
we
Pick up
go.
the extras. Pick up the extras. Oh, no
Well,
fluffing.
go on, grab them.
All right, and that's a finish in a minute. Well, spoiler alert: you're already finished in the race time room, but we'll wait until the actual thing.
GG's.
There it is. GG's. Purdy Wong finishing in first place with a 127.47.
Really good time.
Memed fastest. There, that's it says it
No
right there.
moon pearl.
No Moon Pearl. Not that it was like a choice, because it
Yeah.
never showed up. But
I'm sure they would have all taken it if they could have found it. But
I'm
can you
really
do?
curious where that pearl is after all of this.
Telethar also only 6 pieces away here. I don't know if they have enough left in
Yeah.
Skullwoods to get there.
Probably not, but it looks like J-Jo is also in Skullwoods and is probably going to be nipping at Telethar's feet here in a second.
Just
Well,
as a
J-Jo's
reminder,
back,
everyone,
I'm
the way
sorry.
these... Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mention with our races, while Purdy Wong did finish first, we still need 2 more runners to finish to actually lock in everything.
Yes, it is not over.
Yeah. J-Jo building up, getting a A lot of good stuff here in Skull, so
PH is going.
now Telethar
Oh,
knows where ice is. There should be enough. And with the
yeah. I mean,
two keys,
I
might
would
make the
think
ice play now.
that's where you would head at this point. See, they would be done by now if they went nice the first time they were there.
Hmm.
We have to remember to ask them why they decided to wait for Ice Palace, because I am curious about that.
Yeah, this definitely looks like the play. Like I said, there may not have been the most fruitful of ice palaces, but I think there's more than enough to finish out here.
Yeah, I mean, there was still Pretty Wong got like 13 or 14 pieces out of ice. Plus half magic and a shield. So, I mean, you know, what more can you ask for?
Mirror Shield.
I mean, of course.
All right, do it, PH. Do it. Yes. Oh. I guess he doesn't have Ice Rod. If he had Ice Rod, maybe he would have done it.
Honestly, that would have been like the highlight of my evening. Someone hovered over to try next.
I mean, it would be great to watch, but yeah, like Kill said, no ice rod. That's it's a fruitless play.
And we are joined in the booth by Peony Wong. GG's.
GG's.
Jeez.
So that was a fun one.
Yeah. No moon pearl.
Yeah, I see from the restream, looks like nobody found it. My
Wow.
guess would be back of desert, like on Landmo or something.
Oh yeah, because you guys did have all 4 smalls, so that could be it.
Yeah, really suspicious.
Yeah, because I was trying to think. I was like, what is left in logic that wasn't checked? And I was coming up pretty short on checks at that point.
Yeah, I lost count of my pieces at the end. I think I was around like 197 or something, and I was like, oh yeah, I only need like 6 more pieces. I could just go to Spike Cave and probably finish. And then when I found Ice Palace and I started picking up pieces, I'm like, wait, no, I need 10 more pieces on top of that? What?
We were surprised you didn't find them all in Ice Palace, because Ice Palace usually has more than that. It was a little stingy today.
Yeah, I mean, I felt okay with Spike Cave, you know, just out there for me.
Yeah, yeah. Alright, I think Telethar just hit 213 here. Oh, good call, saving and quitting to the old man there.
Yeah, for sure.
And that is Telethar coming in second place with a 132.52. Survives one more round. And then now we have a race for third. JJo does have a pretty sizable lead over PH, but they're both probably sweating at this point, seeing 2 finishes if they're looking at the race room.
So, Peony Wong, how did all of that like really early overworld travel stuff make you feel when you found all of that? Just having like the ability to get pretty much anywhere pretty early.
Yeah, I felt like that was the makings of a jet scene, which could be anybody's game, because the routing's going to be so volatile. But as I cleared more and I was not really finding much, especially without the Moon Pearl, I thought, okay, well, I guess everybody's probably going to have to end up doing the same thing. I did
Yeah.
skip a few checks, but I just hope that it didn't burn me.
Welcome in, Telethar.
Hey there.
GG.
GG's. Where'd
Yeah,
you
yeah.
finish up your D1?
I'm sorry, what?
Like, where'd you get your last pieces?
On Spike Cave.
Like, oh, okay.
Yeah, you were actually like right behind Purity Wong, going into Ice Palace. Purity Wong actually cleared all they could from there, and we were left with 2 remaining. And Ice Cave or Spike Cave just ended up being open at that point.
Yeah, I really wanted my Moon Pearl.
Yeah,
Actually,
we were actually kind of curious, because you found Ice Palace earlier, and I think if we were counting keys right, you had enough to go into it, but it looked like you changed your mind.
I think I had 2 keys, and I was also really I was pretty sure I didn't have much left. That was. It's like, oh, I'm gonna find my Moon Pearl, and I have mitts. I'll quickly get the Skullwoods. It'll be great.
No, just Moon Pearl, it just doesn't exist.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's the back of desert. But I also, like I said in the chat, I'm like, there was so much bunny shenanigans that I don't know what was Moon
in
Pearl
logic
locked
and what
anymore.
wasn't. Yeah.
But I think because I have all the desert keys, and I think I have 7 GT keys as well, which I know one of the desert keys was off Ice Armor, so like I think that this adds up.
Yeah, that probably makes sense, because there's not really a whole lot left that was... again, like you said, logic was kind of hard to track at that point, but it seemed like there wasn't a whole lot left that it could have been in. But, who needs the Moon Pearl in this mode?
Yeah, we were honestly wondering, like, with how close everything was getting to being wrapped up, like, if you all found it, if you would just decide to dodge it on principle at that point.
I just really hate bunny walking.
Yeah, it's not fun.
Like, especially when you have starting boots. It's like,
Right? It's just like you're being mocked by it at that point.
We gotta find a way to give the bunny boots.
Oh, man. Don't give me ideas.
you permanent super bunny.
Oh, my goodness. Well, no, we have to make Pseudo Super Bunny.
Pseudo bunny.
Yeah, Pseudo Bunny. He can just run.
But he can't bonk things. No. You need to do the mirror for that.
Yeah.
And now it's just really confusing. You don't know if you're a super bunny or a pseudo bunny. Whenever you try to pull off the tricks, you just...
Purdy Wong doing a solid here and going to the back of desert.
No, I think it's in like the actual boss of desert. You're making your way there. I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, well we're gonna find out.
I think we temporarily lost J-Jo here.
Oh, there we go. About to say, if it stays frozen for too long, I'll go see if my computer's on fire, but it came back.
I don't know if you have enough keys to actually beat the boss. It also could be... Oh, this is a crystal. Okay,
he does. Yeah, Purdy Wong has all 4, so it's... Okay. We should be able to go all the way to the back here.
Drosty's saying PH didn't go to Attic and TT?
Probably didn't have a key, right?
I don't think any of us went to the attic. There's
J-Jo actually did. J-Jo had 2
J-Jo snagged the key and went to Attic.
I don't know where he got it from.
I mean, I had a second one, but it was definitely bunny locked. And
I'm thinking J-Jo may end up in the same situation as you, Purdy Wong, and end up 1 or 2 short outside of Ice Palace.
3 checks left in desert. At least on... No, it's
there it is.
Oh my gosh, there it is. Wow.
Nice game.
Set
Like,
that thing on fire.
that's behind all 4 desert keys.
Yup.
Yeah. I could have saved not going into the right side of desert, and then I would have had the key to go get this, though. well.
Yeah, I was up here way earlier, so it was never a hope.
It's
I
a
think
general.
everyone
for,
burned their key to go right in desert anyway.
Hmm.
Yeah, I tend to dislike the idea of burning the key to go right for those 2 checks. It just never feels worth it.
Oh no, absolutely not. Except I had already done the top, like I'd already done upper. So like for me, it was just like, why would I? I'm never going back there.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
fair.
I will never be back in that region for any reason whatsoever. So I was passing through desert, so I did it.
Yeah, that's totally fair.
But yeah, no, I agree. Those 2 checks kind of suck. They're locked behind all 4 small keys, and they're 2 checks in a game where this room has like 15, 20 checks.
Tempered
Jojo
sword
with
for JJ.
tempered, yeah.
I don't think I've ever seen a true pot hunt seed where you got so well equipped so early. Like getting mirror, hookshot, glove, mirror, like hammer, all that stuff was in
Man,
under
and
half an
that's-
hour.
Yeah.
A sword.
Didn't the game hand you silvers on top of that? Come on.
All right, Joe hits 213 in Ice T. And that's a 3rd place finish for JJo, 140.45. GG's.
GG's to JJ.
So that's locked in our 3 runners.
Indeed.
I just remembered I accidentally got the sink and quit at one point in the sea. After exiting from Old Man, I was like, I don't want to be here. And then I definitely don't want to be here. Why? Oh, right.
So, any clue what mode you guys are going to want to play for your round 2?
We get to choose.
Do you? Or is it random? I don't know.
I have
believe
no
we're
idea.
letting them choose this mode. I don't remember the specifics on how we're choosing it. That's more of a mic thing, but I will get a message put into your all's chat. But I'm not sure if we're using the veto system, but yeah, like who was it? One of the other teams actually had their game 2 and they chose Inverted Charismizer.
One of the teams had their game... Wait, no, yeah, game 2. Yeah, the one, because Mr. Ed and someone are the last 2 in that
Yeah,
group.
Runner's Choice.
It is
Royale
Runner's Choice.
in chat helping out. Giving me the knowledge.
I mean, sounds like time for another true pot hunt.
If you can't decide you play True Pot Hunt again, is that how it works? Okay, well, there you go. I mean, I don't know why you wouldn't want to play True Pot Hunt again, but...
You've seen what these seeds can turn into.
I love this mode. This mode is so much fun. I don't care. Like,
Did you see the SG Daily?
I played in the SG Daily. I got
did
3rd place
too.
in that one.
I got
It
last
was
place. I forfeited. I forgot that you can mirror when you go on mountain, and like I was using that connector east of Pyramid to go to West Dark World, and I did that like 10 times, and finally, like 2 hours later, I'm like, I'm done. Like, it's not a good time if you don't know cross keys at all.
Yeah, no, I have a blast with this mode. This is probably my most... I don't know if I necessarily like to race it that much, but playing it, it's tons of fun.
We are
Hi.
joined by J-Jo.
Welcome in, JJ.
Hey,
GG.
GG's. So where did the Moon Pearl end up?
Back
in
in
the
the
desert.
Yeah, nobody
No
got
one
it.
found it.
Yeah, only found
Oh.
after the fact.
Yeah, Purity Wong went and found it for us when we were talking about it.
Oh, okay. Hey, GG's. Yeah, that was
Wow.
frustrating me to no end, really.
Back in the
So I was shaky pretty much since the beginning. and it's like I couldn't even do the mirror clip into all the entrances in the Dark World. So I was really trying to scrounge something up at the end.
Hmm.
Actually, the entire second half.
Yeah, I mean, they gave us like every progression item in the game except for Moon Pearl. I was like, have fun.
Okay, and we do have confirmation that PH has forfeited from the race.
GG's to PH.
Yeah, get your
GG's.
GGs in the chat for all of these runners. This was a very fun race to watch and commentate. Oh my gosh, they're saying in the race room they were going to hover to Trinex.
I see. I knew it. I knew he was going to try to do it.
Oh my gosh, PH would have been my hero.
Once he got that ice rod, it was worth it.
So how far back was the Moon Pearl? Because I actually did have a bunch of desert keys, but when I found desert and ran through it, I
Yeah,
spent one
so
to go to the right side.
everybody did end up with 4 desert smalls at the end. It was all the way in the back. It was in the pre-landmo room.
Yeah, the top left pot right before the torches.
Okay, so I still would have been short a key.
Oh, did you not have 4? I thought you had 4. Your tracker looks like you have 4.
Yeah, I have 4, but when I was there, I only had 2,
Oh, gotcha.
and haven't spent one. So I was able to get into the long room with the 4 pots across the middle. I wasn't able to get to the next tile room.
Right.
So if I didn't spend the key on the right side, I would have only gotten there, and I wouldn't have gotten to the torches. So at least I feel a little better about that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
everyone dodged that pearl hard because, like,
You
I
didn't
mean,
need it. Let's, you know. Pearl is a suggestion in this mode.
absolutely. Like, I'm surprised how much like of everything else it gave you so early. Just like everything to get around in the world, you pretty much had it.
Yep.
Yeah. My only complaint about this mode is I hate how you build up all of this stuff, you get all these keys, and then it's like, well, okay, none of it's useful anymore. Time to finish.
Yeah.
That's why it just needs to be a true pot hunt. The truest pot hunt.
The truest.
Or just
Yeah, I
make
got
you kill Ganon anyway.
I got 5 small keys to swamp, never found the dam. 4 keys to pod, never found pod.
Yep.
6 keys and the big key to mire, never found mire.
Yep. I have 7 GT keys, but I did find it, but could only go to the left side.
Yeah. Yeah, I never found Samaria, never found the GT big.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, everyone pretty much ended up with the pretty close to the same items by the end here.
Okay.
Two of
good
you
overall
dodged that
spread
cape,
for
though.
Yeah. I mean, what was the point of picking up the cape?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
That's what I'm saying. Like at that point, you're like, let me try to avoid anything that isn't a Triforce piece because I'm about to be done.
Yo, welcome in, PH.
Hello,
GG's.
How's everyone doing? GG.
How's
Hey,
it going,
GG's.
friend?
GG.
It's going all right. I was asking where the mirror was, and it's like, oh, that would have helped. Oops.
Yeah, that was unfortunate that you didn't happen to check that spot because it's. I mean, like you were saying in the race time room, if you just don't know where the pots are, you don't even think to go over there because nobody in their life has ever been into that room otherwise. So
Right?
I have got so I do. It's one of those things where it's like I have gotten that in the past when kind of like just messing around, but in this kind of setting, I'm not like if I'm not sure. I was trying not to do anything that I was like, well, I'm going to wander around in the back of this area and hope that I come across another pot.
Mhm.
But that probably didn't help. Although this is apparently a good seed. No cane, no moon pearl for anybody. I like it.
Yeah, yeah.
We did figure out where the moon pearl was, just nobody got it.
Where was it?
Back a desert.
Yeah, the top left
All the
pot,
way
right
in the
before the
back.
torches.
I was
Oh
hoping it
my
was going to be
God.
on
Nice.
Landmo.
Yeah, that would have just been the icing on the cake at that point.
Oh, that is good. I like that. That is good. Yeah, I mean, this was a fun seed. It was a fun tournament. I was a pretty big underdog, I think, relative to the other three coming into this anyway. But then just leaving something like that behind probably was a little too much to overcome. Not that I don't know that it would have made enough of a difference, but it certainly didn't help.
Yeah, it was just a little it wasn't even necessarily the mirror, because I don't think the mirror led to a whole lot. You were just unfortunately took a lot longer to get into desert and find that hook shot and a initial glove, and then also get that hammer in the back of escape.
Oh yeah,
The
I
other
mean,
three
well,
racers got him pretty early.
totally. Sorry. So the thing, I took an intentionally stupid route. If that wasn't clear, like I would imagine that I was pretty divergent from everyone else at the beginning.
You definitely did a lot more bunny walking than anyone else did at the beginning. Yes.
Yeah. But that's kind of the thing is that, so to my mind, if like that's where to me the mirror is not actually about doing mirror checks specifically. It's more the ability to kind of continue doing stuff out of logic, which I found a lot of things that I couldn't really chase, which I would have liked to, spend a bunch of time, like Hera,
Right.
whatever. But that's it. So be it. But it was kind of the one thing I am very sad. So I don't know if it was apparent what I was trying to do, but at the end there, what I was trying to do, because I was pretty sure I was dead already. I was trying to get back after I found that ice rod. I was trying to get back to to TR to see if I could hover to Trinex.
I figured you were gonna like when you first got to TR and you were in the back there. I was like, oh, he's gonna do it, and then I realized you didn't have the ice rod. But I was like, I bet if you had the ice rod, he would have done it.
Yeah, I 100% would have gone for it, and that was the thing in the front of TR. What I wanted to like again. I love the approach that I think this tournament has had, which is have some fun, play some goofy mode. Like, by the way, like True Pot Hunt, I say it's a goofy mode, but I think it's a great mode. Also, I apologize for talking a whole bunch. I'm probably just the last person coming in.
Oh no, you're fine.
But my approach was like just have a good time. So I was going to try and actually hover the front of TR and then fall and walk out. But I screwed up. So what are you going to do? But GG's, really, really unsurprising, but well done, PRD, Telethar, JJo. I was really pumped to make it to the musical chairs round, and really pumped to get in a group with the three of these guys. They're all amazing runners, so I couldn't have asked for more.
Yeah, GG's to all of you. It's been a great race to watch, and looking forward to seeing more out of everybody. And can't wait for this to come back as a tournament later and have you all running these things again.
Yeah.
Darn right. Well, I don't know if there's anything else anybody wants to add. I was sorry because again I'm kind of the Johnny come lately here, so.
Yeah, I can't really think of anything. Like, the one thing I was wanting to mention was the TR. However, and you brought it up because like I was about it. Like I was absolutely on board for that. I was like, oh no.
I was so there was a moment when I almost said like go for it anyway, but since I'd already failed because the hovering was actually going well. Like I got all the ones in.
Yeah, you nailed all of them like first try early on.
Yeah, it was feeling pretty good, and then I just kind of. I think just as the seed went on, I just lost the rhythm a bit. What are you going to do?
Yeah, it is what it is. Sometimes it just happens.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Does anyone have anything else they'd like to mention about the seed or anything before we get out of here for tonight?
I think this is the highest collection rate I've ever had on one of these. 581.
That is pretty high for a true pot hunt. Usually it's closer to like 500.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think we're gonna go on and wrap everything up. GG's again, everyone, and Beauty Wong, J Joe, and Telethar. Just get with each other in your race channel, and you can choose the next mode for your musical chairs, and you can get that scheduled with us. As far as the races, we have one coming up tomorrow at 4 p.m. It'll be the Canaries starting their musical chairs. It's Tito, Talon, Ekir, and Vextifer. And they will be doing a true pot hunt that will be here on AVIANART.
4 o'clock tomorrow, right?
Yeah, 4 p.m. Eastern.
I will be calming that one as well to mercilessly mock Talon.
Oh, perfect. That's going to be
It'll also,
awesome.
and it'll also be joined by Tyvarius.
Hopefully, he's planning on being there, but potentially might be late. But we'll see what happens. But
Well, if he's not, ping me.
okay,
But I mean, that's he's enough to harass by himself just being there. So even
yes.
if you're not watching everybody else.
Okay, well, I think we're going to wrap things up. We're going to find someone to raid. Let's see if anyone in chat's got any suggestions. We can always head over there and say hi to them. Send
I
them
don't
a
know. Let's see.
few bird emotes.
Who can we harass?
Mr. Ed's live, but it looks like he's playing Magic the Gathering.
Skelly's playing Kabuki versus CJ.
If you want something a little bit more unusual, Super Malmo World is running the tourney race versus Krithel for the HMG tournament.
Absolutely, that would be great.
There you go.
Yeah, sure. Let's head over and say hi to Super Malmo. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you, Master Tank and Gilgamesh, for coming.
Anytime.
Because
Even though I was a little late.
hey, that's all right. You always add life to the party. I really appreciate everyone that's been volunteering and helping out with the tournament, getting these restreams on the air, talking. Everyone's been racing. It's been great. It's been really fun to get all these races restreamed, and just everything's been really chill with this tournament. It's been nice.
We couldn't do most of these restreams without all of your programming and work expertise that you've put into this as well. So
Well, it's fun to me.
appreciate you.
Okay, let's go on and get this kicked off. Unraid? No. I want.
Cancelled. Raid has been canceled.
Come on. There it goes. All right, everyone, have a fantastic night.